Good morning and welcome to Year 3 Maths with me, Miss Dowley. Now, I am just going to minimise me and put me out of the way. Right, let's start by writing the short date and underlining, and the learning objective, I can tell the time in 5-minute intervals and underlining. So our first activity, can you tell the times on the clocks below digitally? Have a try now. So how did you get on? Let's have a look then. So the first one said 12:10, 10:15, 11:25, 3:50. Hope you spotted that that was still hadn't quite reached 4 o'clock yet. 7:35 and 11:40. So last week we looked at telling the time in 5-minute intervals using a digital clock. Today we're going to focus on going from past to o'clock using an analog clock. So let's have a look at the clock below. We know that when the long hand is pointing to the 9, we read this as 1/4 the next hour. So if it was, say, 2 o'clock and the long hand had passed through, then the next hour when we got to here would be 2:45. Once we pass past, and that's the long hand pointing to the 6, all times are read as to the next hour. So this is called past, this is called to. So we have here 25:to, 22, 1/4 to, 10:to, and 5:to, and we look towards the next hour. So on the clocks below, they have started at 5 o'clock and the long hand has moved from the 12 all the way through to the 6. Once we move past 5:30, we move into saying the times as whatever to 6. So here the long hand is pointing at 6. We call this 5:30, okay, because it's still in the past range. But now we're going to move into the 2. So the long hand is pointing at the 7. We read this as 25 minutes to 6 because the next hour is going to be 6 o'clock. Here the long hand is pointing at the 8. We read this as 20 minutes to 6. Here the long hand is pointing at the 9. We read this as 5:45. The long hand here is pointing to the 10. We read this as 10 minutes to 6. And here the long hand is pointing at the 11. We read this as 5 minutes to 6. So have a try at telling the following times on the clocks. You'll need to write it as this example. So here they've put 10 minutes to 2, because if you look, the long hand is pointing at the 10, so it tells us that we've got 10 minutes left and we're looking towards the next hour. Have pause whilst you have a try. So how did you get on? So this one said 9 o'clock, nice and easy. 5 minutes to 12, 10 minutes to 4, 25 minutes to 8, 20 minutes to 12, 5 minutes to 1, 9:45, and 25 minutes to 12. This is quite tricky to get the hang of because you're working towards the next hour and you might need a bit more practice. So have a try at writing the times on the clock below. How did you do? So we had 20 minutes to 12, 5 minutes to 3, 5:45, 25 minutes to 2, 5 minutes to 6, 10 minutes to 8. If you want more resources to support this, you can go to the Oak Academy, the website is here, and you can go to BBC Bite Size, the website is here, and both have different resources on time that you can look at. Thank you.